Greetings and good day to all of you. Today the topic is Values and Data Type, Chapter 4. The contents of Chapter 4 which we are going to cover in this presentation is character set, ASCII code, Unicode and the tokens. Now comes the definition of character set. It's a set of digits, letters and some special character symbols that are valid in the Java language. See, when we write any expression or any sentence in the Java language, it is made up of letters, digits and symbols. Letters, small a to z or big A to z. Digits from 0 to 9. Symbols, percentage, ampersand, hash, dollar, fine. So letters, digits and symbols together they make a character sets for the Java language. Now, when we write any character in the language, this character is represented by some number in the computer system, and this number is called the code for that character system. So there are two types of codes in the computer language. These are ASCII code and the Unicode. Java follows Unicode. The full form of ASCII is American Standard Code for Information Interchange, and Unicode stands for Universal Code System. It uses 8 bits of storage space, whereas Unicode uses 16 bits of storage space. Why it requires more space? Because as it is a universal code system, it represents the characters of almost all the languages, whether it is a Chinese language, Bengali language, Marathi language, Hindi language and several other languages. That is why it uses 16 bits of storage space. Now ASCII require less space and Unicode require more space. ASCII languages, as it uses a small 1 byte of storage space, it defines only 128 characters which map to the numbers 0 to 127. Whereas Unicode defines 65,536 characters which map to the number 0 to 65535. Now, this is important thing to learn. The ASCII table as well as the same table is followed by the Unicode also. In this table, the big A to Z is represented by 65 to 90. The small a to z is represented by 97 to 122, whereas 0 to 9 is represented by 48 to 57. Please learn these values because it will be helpful in the programming. Now comes the definition of tokens. See, when we write the Java expression or Java syntax, the entire expression is divided into small individual units. So these small individual units are known as tokens. Now in this slide, if you see, the tokens are divided into keywords, literals, identifier, operator, punctuators. I'll show you example. See, in this example, the first expression is int b equal to 78 and ends with a semicolon. In the next expression, 78 plus b. What is the value of b? The b value is again 78. So 78 plus b, the result is stored in result. What is the result? That is the name of the variable and it ends with a semicolon. So what is this int? This int is a keyword. What is this b? This b is identifier. What is this 78? The 78 is a constant value which is a literal. What is this result? This result is the name of the variable which comes under the category of identifier and it ends with a semicolon. The semicolon is known as a punctuator. So what I'm trying to say, that every expression in Java is divided into small individual units which are known as tokens. So the definition says that it is the fundamental building block of a program that represents a single element of a programming language. It is the smallest element of a program that is meaningful to the compiler. Now in this slide, we will introduce the concept of the keywords. The definition says that these are reserved words which have some special meaning to the compiler. Special meaning to the compiler means that they are meant for some predefined actions to be performed. That is why they cannot be used for the identifier name. It means a keyword cannot be used for a class name, for the variable name and for the method name. Now in this table we can see the list of the keywords which are valid in Java program. Now in the next slide, we introduce with the concept of identifier. Now as the name suggests, identifier is used to identify something. Fine. So identifiers are basically user defined names which are given to variable, method, packages and class. And why we need identifier? Because they are used to uniquely identify a program element in a code. So for example, if I'm writing int a and b, what is this int? This is a keyword. And what is this A and B? A and B are identifiers. These are the variables again. So A and B are uniquely identified by their name. What is the name of this variable? A. What is the name of this variable? B. So that is a use of the identifier. And what are the rules for naming the identifier? The first is the same rules which we follow for writing the class name. It should not begin with the digits. It should not contain any special character in name. No spaces allowed in the name. It must not be a keyword, and name can have digits, alphabets, dollar sign and underscore character. Now the next slide introduces us with the concept of literals. What are the literals? These are the fixed values or a constant values which are assigned to the variable, and these values remain fixed throughout the Java program. For example, I am writing int a is equal to 23. Fine. Now what is this int? Again it is a keyword. What is this a? A is the identifier variable. And what is this 23? This 23 is a literal, a constant values which I am assigning to my variable a. Then here comes a floating point literal, character literal. Again if I am declaring a variable char and then ch. Now ch is the data type is char and I am assigning s. Now what is this s? This s is a literal. It is a constant values which I have assigned to my ch variable. After this we have a string literal. Then we have a boolean literal, and boolean literal only have two values, true and false, and all in small letters. Fine. After this, the next slide introduces us operators. Operators are, as the definition says, these are a special symbols used to evaluate any expression to get results. So for example, if I am writing a plus b, a minus b, a multiply b, what is this plus minus? These are operators which evaluate any expression which are used to write a sentence and which provide you the result. Now again in the table, these are the list of the valid operators. The next slide introduces us with the punctuators or separators. The definition says that these are the special symbols used to separate statements, data elements. What are the data elements? They could be name of the variables, fine, name of the methods, or marked blocks in the Java. Now, there's a list of separators and punctuators. The first used to increase the priority of an expression. Now, what is the use of this bracket? Again, if I'm writing 2 plus 3 and 4 minus 2. Fine. Now, in this, which will be solved first? This 4 minus 2. Why? Because it is enclosed in the bracket. Fine. So it is used to increase the priority of an expression. The second says it used to mark the beginning and end of a block. So if you remember that while writing the class syntax, I have used this open bracket and close bracket and tells you that this is the body of the class. So what comes in open and close bracket? These brackets are used to mark this is the beginning and this is the closing of the block. The third says that it is used to mark the end of the line. As we have discussed previously, the semicolon is used to mark the end of the line. So if I am writing a plus b and then put the semicolon here, it means that is the end of this statement. The next is comma, which you all are aware. So if I am writing int a comma b, so why this comma? It used to separate various variables when declared. The last one is dot. It is a dot operator which used to access the member functions of an object. Now in the next slide. Now in this slide there comes the concept of escape sequence. Now escape sequence comes under the category of character literal, but character literals are the graphical character symbols, fine. But this is a non-graphical character which is preceded by a backslash and has a special meaning to the compiler. Now we see what is the special meaning to the compiler. See, if you can see this table, the backslash n, what does it means? New line. Backslash t, what does it means? Horizontal tab. Backslash single quotes, backslash double quotes, and then double backslash, it means the backslash will be appeared. Now I will show you the practical demo of these escape sequences, like what is the working of it.
Now everyone, I'll show you the working of the escape sequences, right? For this I create a new class and the class name is, let's say, A1, this one okay, and then double click on A1, right? After this, delete it and then public std3 ICQIDNARN, public specified name, and then write string and AR, and then close this, the bracket fine. After this, I'm writing system.out.println, and for example, I want to display the output hello Java. Fine. Now, close and then close. First, I will show you the output of this program. So I compile it and then I execute this. So after the execution, the output is simply hello Java with space marks, right? Now after this, I'll show you how to insert the escape sequences. What is the output of the escape sequences? So the first escape sequences /n. So simply I write \n. Now see what output comes. Again, compile it and then execute this. Now see, the output is, earlier it was hello Java on the same line. Now hello and Java are on different line because of the escape sequences /n. Now again I make a change, and in this program, instead of /n, I write t. /t escape sequences is used to create a tab space between these two strings hello and Java. And now again, after making the changes, you have to compile the program. So I compile and I show you the output. So the output is hello with space. Space is used, a tab space, and then Java. Right? Again, I make a change here, and instead of T, I write double quotes. Now see what the output comes. Compile, and then see the output is double quotes is insert between hello and Java, and the similar is for single quotes, right? So that is the motive of the escape sequences.
Now with this is the end of the today's tutorial. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.